Recorded Books and One Click Digital present Only a Promise, a Survivors Club novel by Mary Balogh. Narrated by Rosalyn Landor.
Chapter 1. There could surely be nothing worse than having been born a woman, Chloe Muirhead thought, with unabashed self-pity, as she sucked a globule of blood off her left forefinger and looked to see if any more was about to bubble up and threaten to ruin the strip of delicate lace she was sewing back onto one of the Duchess of Worthingham's best afternoon caps. Unless, perhaps, one had the good fortune to be a duchess, or else a single lady in possession of £40,000 a year, and the freedom to set up one's own independent establishment. She, alas, was not a duchess, or in sole possession of even 40 pence a year, apart from her allowance from her father. Besides, she did not want to set up somewhere independently. It sounded suspiciously lonely. She could not really claim to be lonely now. The Duchess was kind to her. So was the Duke in his gruff way. And whenever her Grace entertained afternoon visitors, or went visiting herself, she always invited Chloe to join her. It was not the Duchess's fault that she was 82 years old to Chloe's 27, or that the neighbours with whom she consorted most frequently must all be upward of 60. In some cases, they were very much upward. Mrs. Booth, for example, who always carried a large ear trumpet and let out a loud, querulous "Eh?" every time someone so much as opened her mouth to speak, was 93. If she had been born male, Chloe thought, rubbing her thumb briskly over her forefinger to make sure the bleeding had stopped and it was safe to pick up her needle again, she might have done all sorts of interesting, adventurous things when she had felt it imperative to leave home. As it was, all she had been able to think of to do was write to the Duchess of Worthinghamn, who was her mother's godmother and had been her late grandmother's dearest friend, and offer her services as a companion. An unpaid companion, she had been careful to explain. A kind and gracious letter had come back within days, as well as a sealed note for Chloe's father. The Duchess would be delighted to welcome dear Chloe to Manville Court, but as a guest, not as an employee. The "not" had been capitalized and heavily underlined, and Chloe might stay as long as she wished, forever, if the Duchess had her way. She could not think of anything more delightful.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?